Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo.
We have here DJ Frank Jo and myself from RIDG Gaming, week 9 of RIDG picks, and we have some breaking news. I have finally taken the lead over Frank. Frank, how do you feel?
I feel disgusted in myself because I knew I shouldn't have picked the Lions last week, but I'm picking them all week. And you know what? It is what it is. They almost got the dub though. They came close, so might have been an upset. But your NFL long-term knowledge is starting to pay off.
Well, you had a couple picks last week that were a little questionable because you're kind of riding on the Bears and you chose the Bears over the Cowboys. I mean,
yeah.
Realistically, you almost went 500 again on the week, so you've been pretty consistent with your picks. I just had an incredible week.
You did.
To recap,
Where'd you go?
To recap, week 8, I went 11-4, and you went 7-8. So you broke your streak of going 500 or better for like 4 weeks in a row.
It was a bad week. The coin flip lost under 500. I mean, you took the lead. You went 11 and what?
11-4.
11-4. Like, come on. Like it was a bad week for me. let's just put it that way. I mean, at least, just to throw my little jab in, my team did not get a goose egg on them.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm going to say.
The Raiders played absolutely horrible, and we're not going to talk about them for the rest of the year. So, I did take the lead, but it's not a big lead. So, overall, for the whole season, I'm 63-59-1, and you are 61-61-1. Talk about 500.
Just Mr. 500 boy. My coin flips 500. My season's 500.
Yeah, it's just you know what? We keep saying this. All I got to say about the season is it's really weird, and it's really hard to pick games. I would not want to be betting large amount of money on games this year because I feel like a lot of people are probably losing money.
Yes, this year has been definitely a rough pick. I was talking to Jordan the other day, and we were just talking about, like, we should pick this team to win, but we're hesitant to pick them to win because of the way the NFL has been going.
Yeah.
Like, the obvious win ends up taking a loss that week.
Yep. So it's crazy. I mean, I honestly, I don't have much hot takes. The Raiders just looked – I'll say this about the Raiders, dude. All right, every team has their bad games throughout the year, where they just don't show up. Mm-hmm. And because the Raiders been in all their games all year. But, I mean, they can't afford to have these kind of games right now if they want any sort of chance of being involved in the playoffs. Like,
no, they can't.
They have an opportunity with their schedule to win some games and get back in it, but losing a game like that against the Saints, like not even scoring, it's looking pretty bleak right now. So, I don't know what to think about the Raiders. I'm pretty disappointed, to be honest.
I did write something down, and I'm sorry. And I literally said, "I'm sorry, Sween. The Raiders are hot garbage. So much hype with the players to be 2-5."
I mean, to be fair, no one in the media was hyping them up that much. I mean, they were saying
you were hyping them up.
I was hyping up, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I believe in them, but everyone else was choosing them to finish last in the AFC West. So whatever. Screw the Raiders.
They're almost there.
I think they are there, actually. Anyways, we'll freaking move on. We'll get this thing going. We should have the audio working pretty good. We still have some things we got to work on, but starting the night off, we were recording this on Thursday, so the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Texans are going to be happening here shortly. Frank, who are you rolling with?
I am taking Eagles over Texans, and that is my lock. Eagles are staying undefeated, baby.
Lock of the week. I'm also taking the Eagles, too. They shouldn't lose against the Texans, right?
No, they shouldn't.
Maybe we just jinxed them.
Oh, we didn't even talk about our jinx.
Dude, what was our
down last week?
What was our jinx last week?
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
I think last week kind of got chalked from the audio, so I don't know if we actually had a jinx.
All right, then we'll let it ride.
We'll let it ride. So next up, starting the Sunday games, we got the Chargers versus the Falcons, and I'm rolling with the Falcons on this one at home.
I'm taking the Falcons as well over the Chargers.
Yeah, I don't know. Chargers got a lot of injuries, and they're doing Charger stuff, but only reason I picked the Falcons is because they're at home.
Yeah, I mean, Chargers haven't really been too impressive. They're good, but they're the Chargers, though.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Facts. Facts. Okay. Next up, we have the Miami Dolphins versus your team that you said are making the playoffs this year, the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, I'm definitely off that. I'm off that bandwagon. I'm off the Bears bandwagon. I'm taking the
After
Dolphins
a week,
over the
Frank is
Bears.
off. Sounds like you're picking the Dolphins.
I'm definitely picking the Dolphins on this week.
Yeah, I'm picking the Dolphins as well. That's funny. All right. We got the 2-6 Panthers, who've actually been playing pretty good since they fired their head coach. Playing the Bengals. Bengals dropped the ball against the Browns last Monday night, but I'm rolling with the Bengals on this one.
I'm taking Bengals over Panthers.
Bengals over Panthers. Next up, we have the Packers versus the Lions. You're obviously choosing the Lions.
I am taking the Lions, and this is the bottom of the barrel playing each other this week.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Packers, obviously, on this one. Honestly, I don't know what to think about the Packers. I feel like they should beat the Lions, but with the way they're playing, they might not even make the playoffs this year, dude.
They might not even. I mean, I called it. Said the Packers are done.
Packers are done. Next up, we got my boys, the Raiders versus the Jaguars. As much as I have no hope in my team, I'm rolling with the Raiders.
So I'm taking the Jags over the Raiders after
Let's
the
go.
debacle last week.
Yeah, get off. Every time we both choose them, they lose.
So let's get you 2 dubs in a row.
Let's get
one with the Packers and one with the Raiders.
There we go.
Extend that lead.
This next game, the Colts versus the Patriots. I kind of went back and forth a little bit on this one, but ultimately I chose the Pats at home.
I chose the Pats at home as well.
Yeah.
It was too hard not to.
They're kind of hit or miss, but
yeah.
Colts I don't think the Colts are making the playoffs this year, so.
No, I don't either.
I think they'll be a team that'll be hiring a new head coach from things I've been hearing this year, so.
Oh. You got some insider
insider
knowledge.
Information. Don't take it from me because obviously I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, next up, this is my lock of the week. We got the Bills versus the Jets, and I'm taking the Bills.
All right, nice. So call me crazy. Call me crazy.
Whoa.
So this is my hot take. This is going to be a trap game for the Bills, and they're going to take an L against the Jets.
Oh, Jets are going to beat the Bills and upset them?
Yeah, an upset. Upset trap game for the Bills.
I got the Bills as a lock. You got them as the upset for the Jets. Interesting. Next up, we have the Vikings versus the Commanders. Vikings look pretty solid. I haven't really watched them much this year, but it looks like Kirk Cousins kind of feeling himself a little bit. So I'm feeling him
like
too.
That?
Yeah, you like that? I'm rolling with Kirk, dude.
I'm going with Vikings. Yep, Vikings are probably going to be the team to beat in the NFC North for sure.
Yeah, they look pretty solid. Next up, I think so far throughout the season, this has definitely been the surprise team of the 2022 season. Seahawks versus the Cardinals. I could see the Seahawks losing this game, but I'm rolling with the Seahawks.
Yeah, I felt the same way. I saw that. I really felt that they probably might take an L, but the way they're playing, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't choose the Cardinals over the Seahawks. And, Modern Warfare 2 has been out, so who knows?
Yeah. And especially
grinding.
We know firsthand experience that there's a lot of sweats in that game. So Kyler's probably putting time in, as Ninja would say, into Call of Duty and doing work. So, okay, we're both picking the Seahawks. I also want to say it'd be really cool to see Geno Smith make the playoffs, and he has kind of a cool story to go along with the whole thing, and just the whole debacle with Russell Wilson in the last couple of years with the Seahawks. It'd be really funny.
I agree.
Because it sounds like, we talked a little smack about Russell Wilson. I have no beef with him. He's confident in himself, and he's a good guy. I know he's a good guy, and people are roasting him for it, but sounds like it was more Russell than possibly the Seahawks, and how the roles are reversing a little bit after it plays out.
The grass isn't always greener, as they say.
No, well, over in Denver, it dies pretty quick in the snow. So,
yeah, exactly.
All right, this next game, the Rams versus the Buccaneers, was kind of a tough choice for me.
Was a tough choice. I feel the same way. But I went ahead and took Bucks over Rams. On this one.
Okay. I went the Rams on this one.
Nice.
I felt like
it was hard. It was hard.
I feel like Brady's got to turn, because I feel like the Bucks are in the best position out of their division to probably still win and make the playoffs.
Make a run. Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like the Rams could possibly get it going towards the back end of the year. So
they need to.
Yeah, they really do.
Super Bowl champs and playing like this. I mean, I don't know how to get it.
It happens to a lot of teams.
Yeah, I know.
Next up, this is my game of the week. We have the Titans versus the Chiefs, and I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
So I also. Oh no, that's not my game of the week. I went Chiefs over Titans.
Chiefs over Titans. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Are you?
I forgot to write it down.
Is the next one you're gonna be your coin flip?
Yes. The last one is my coin flip.
So Monday Night Football, we got the Ravens versus the Saints. I'm rolling with the Ravens. Saints got lucky last week against the Raiders. Well, not lucky to beat the Raiders, but I think they looked better last week than they really are. So
with this one, I feel like the Ravens should win, but the Saints did play pretty well last week, and I just could not make a decision. And all the other ones I pretty much made a pretty definitive decision. So this is going to be my coin flip of the week.
Coin flip of the week. Let's see it.
So we got Ravens heads, Saints tails. Let's see what we got. We got heads. So we taking Ravens over Saints.
Ravens over Saints. Perfect. That wraps it up for our Week 9 picks. Before we close this thing out, I just want to say, all you dads out there, it's officially vest season. So break out your vest. I mean, keeps your core warm, but it keeps your arms free. And you can just move and get your New Balances on.
The vest.
I do. I get flamed for wearing the vest, but overall comfort, mobility, and confidence level through the roof. So if you're a dad, throw the vest on. It's a season.
Throw the vest on. I won't, but Sween will.
Yeah, but you also wear New Balances, and you also.
I am dad.
Yeah, so.
I'm a hip bussin' dad.
No cap. No cap.
All right, y'all. We appreciate you. We love you. Remember to game and give. Peace.